Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, I'm Kaz and welcome to the video. Now today we are going to use a bit of love. Seeing as it's near Valentine's, I thought we'll do 3 looks with this palette and the looks are all mapped out for us. So I don't know if you know this TooFaced palette. I got mine from TK Maxx last year and I love it. Also, we are going to be using a W7 liner. So if you want to see what looks I come up with using the 3 quad cum 5s, carry on watching. Right, in the first look we are going to be using the coppers and browns there, and the middle bit could be a highlight. I have put a little bit of highlight on, but we might use it for that. We might use it in a corner. I don't know. So we shall get straight on. I have already primed and set my eyes, so we'll dive straight in. And we're going to use one of my Urban Decay palette brushes for the fluffy brush. And we're going to dip straight into this little bit of brown here. It's slightly shimmery, but we shall see how it gets on. Oh good, when it's on there, it's not as shimmery. Whew, that is a good thing. We're going to do a more date night look with this one. I'm dipping into the darker shade just to put it in the bottom bit of the crease and mix it all in there. We'll put a bit in the outer corner as well. Would you? But we just thought a little bit of easy looks today with these, so we can just blend that in there, look. So you could go out on a date night very easily. So in the palette there we have the 3 shimmers. So firstly, I think we're going to go with the nice copper and we're going to go in dry. And that's the middle bit. And as you can see, this palette coats your brush. And I'm just going to put that in the middle. Lovely, isn't it? And you can literally, because it's such a good shade, which TooFaced are normally quite good, and their shimmers are quite packed and pigmented, you can near enough cut your crease without actually cutting your crease, which is very good. So there we have that in the middle. Next we're going to go in with the nice peachy tone, the lighter one. Pack the brush nice and dry and put that in the inner part of this one needs, we're going to go with this one and just wet it a little. Just a moment. Spritzy, spritz. And we're going to pop that in the corner. That's better. I wanted to see the goldy peach. It sort of disappeared, didn't it? And pop that into the inner corner as well, so it's continuation up onto the lid, like so. Now to spice it up a little bit, I thought we could get a liner. I've still got the spritz thing in my hand. There we go. I thought we could get a liner, and this is just the tart one, the tart pencil one, and we're just going to put that in the lash line, tight line. And just smudge it along the top, just to give it a bit of definition into the corner there. Join up that dark brown, and I've also put it in the waterline as well. So there you go, there is the look so far. Now we're going to do a little bit of fun on the bottom lash. I have this liner from W7 and I want to incorporate it in every single look. You don't have to do this. There is an actual waterline as well as a little heart. Now I've never tried this. Shall we have a stampy? Oh. So I was just wondering where to put this one. I think with it being such a natural look, we'll do the underneath of the lash line slightly with the dark. And just bring that brown slightly in using a liner brush, and just bring that brown in with an angle all the way along like that. And you see the little bit at the front, I know what you call it, the bit at the front, something like that. And then I was going to take the gold, dry on a brush, and I don't normally put gold in the lash line, but in the waterline, but we're going to pop that in there just to sparkle it up a little bit more. Right, so on with the stamp. Woo, where we're going to pop it. I think this look would look nice just with a couple on the side. Could be look nice with one in the middle. Yeah, we'll just do a couple on the side. Should we see how this goes? On the side of the cheek. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that'll do. And here is the finished look. As you can see, I think I may have gone with one heart, but here is the finished look with a bit of lash mascara on. You could put lashes on. You can tart it up even more if you wanted to. But here is the finished look with this one. Now let's go and do the purple. So here we are, prepared for the second look, using the purple just here. And first things first, I'm going to use the top pinky shade just to lighten up the lid after putting on the eye primer. So there we go, all lightened and slightly pink. Then we're going to go in with a nice fluffy brush. This is the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. So we're going to go in there, and we're going to go in with this nice taupey shade there. And we're just going to pop that into the crease. And thankfully this can be built up very easily. And there you are, the crease is done. Next we're going to go in with this nice purple shade just here. Now this is sparkly, but we are going to take that in the crease just to sparkle up and darken off the crease. As you can see, it's giving it a bit of sparkle, but it's not too much sparkle, and it's darkening off that crease and giving it that slight purple, I hope you can see all right, purple tinge. And we're just going to sort of wing that out a little bit, as you can see there. So we have something like that. Now with the lid, I am going to delve into one of my Stilas, because this shade here in the middle is a nice pink, but I may bring that up at the top just to lighten the top up. So I thought I'll bring in my Stila, which is Kitten Karma, and we're going to put that all over the lid. Dab that in and you just paint it on. And Kitten Karma is one of the open the lid and close it, and then you know exactly where you're going to do your cut crease, because your eyes have shown you exactly where to put it. And I'm going to put this one all over the lid. We're not having a dark corner this time, outer corner. Something like that, as you can see. But just to bring in that purple, I'm just going to do the edges again. It's still there, I haven't covered all my purple, but I just want to blend in the edges a little with this purple with a little squidgely brush, just bringing it in because it's a purpley gold shimmer, but I just want to make that blend in just slightly like that. And then do the same on the other side, something like that. And I've just blended in the little wingy bits because they were annoying me. Now, we are going to go in now with a soft, fluffy brush and go into that middle pink and just gently brush that over the top bits, just to blend it all in nicely and lighten it up a little bit. So just dabbing it in and just very gently, not touching the glitter, although it's nearly dried, and as you know, the Stila will not move, but just blending it over and just giving that little bit of pink. So you've got it like that. Now, there is the darker shade, and I shall show you this. It is very, very dark. So I was a bit like, do I do a dark under eye again? Well, I thought we could do something maybe a bit different on the bottom. You could always put a lower lash line. You could always put lower lash line of anything, shadow or anything like that. You don't have to do the stampers. You don't have to do it so bold if you don't want to. So we will just pop a bit of mascara on. There we go. Doesn't that make the top lashes? Now what should we do on the bottom lashes? I wanted to incorporate this stamper again, but I'm a little bit whether it will ruin it, but I'm going to go for it. So what I'm going to do, and I hope you can see, if I there we go, I am going to do a liner from middle here, like so. It's not everybody's taste, but I like it. Something different, something that stands out from the norm. Now you don't need to do this. What you could do is just put a little bit of dark line underneath, bit of mascara, done. But I just wanted to play. I like playing. So we're going to now take the heart, and would you believe it, stick the heart stamp on. Somehow. Like so. Something like that. So you've just got a bit of liner work going into two little hearts, but then you've got this lovely bit at the top. Now, just to finish it off, I want to get my little squidgely brush wherever you've gone and get the pink that we used on the top, and I'm just going to pop that into the inner corner, not to make too much of a statement, but I just want it to continue the pink upwards, like so. And then I'm going to go in with the gold from the first one and just pop that into the corner. Oh, it's not doing anything. There we go. I was going to say, come on, give me a bit of a shine in the corner, just near that heart. Shine in the corner, just near that heart, just to give me a little bit of glow. And the heart, and I like that. I like that a lot. What do you think? And I've put a maroony colour on, but actually maybe it could have done with a bit more purple. Oh well. This is the finished look. On with the next, the green. And here we go with the third look. And it's these lovely colours here. Now, unfortunately, all of them are shimmers. So we're going to have to do something a little different. So we're going to grab a blendy brush. Here we are. And we're going to try this colour here in the corner, in the crease. If it's too glittery, I will mix it with the... In fact, I might mix it. Mix it with these two together, because for some reason all the green are shimmery. So we're going to pop this into the crease very gently. Well, it is not very pigmented, those two together, but there's something in the crease there. So I'm going to take a little bit more of a dense brush and go in with the dark green and put that in the actual corner of my, oh, can you see? Sorry. In the actual corner of my eye, and into the crease. Now this is a shimmery shade, but I do believe you can get away with it if you try. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try. So we have something like that in the crease. Next, we're going to go in with the green, and I've got a synthetic brush here, and I'm just going to spritz. Where's my spritz? There, disappeared. We're going to spritz this brush and go into the delicious green there, my favourite colour, as you know, and we're going to scoop up quite a bit of that, tap it off because I think it went crumbly a little, and we're going to slap that literally on the lid. Halfway across, like so. Bring it up quite high, so we've got it in the crease. You can see it now. Oh, I love that. And again on the other eye. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the nice pinky colour there, just to brush over and blend in. Where's my little blending brush? There he is. Just to blend in the two shades together and give a little tiny bit of colour in the crease at the top there. And I think that looks better, more blended in with a colour than it does with that taupey colour that was a little bit, for Kazzy, boring. Something like that. Very nice, very delicious, very green. Right, under eye, I am not sure what to do, because all we've got left is a peach and the dark one. So, right. I think we're going to do dark and stamp. Something. We're going to do a stamp on the bottom anyway, aren't we? Oh, I don't know. I think I might take a little tickly brush, dip into that dark green, and just take it. We'll do, ooh. Now, what we'll do is a dip into that dark green and just take it, because it's very glittery, as you may have gathered, with a bit of glitters all over the place. And we're just going to take that underneath and into the outer corner a bit better. Something like that. Very Kazzy, eh? And we're going to take the liner from the W7 and we're going to follow that along, get in the right position, there we are. Follow that along 3/4 of the way across the eye. Just dragging it along where the lashes are. 3/4 of the way along like that. Just to darken it off a bit. And then I think we may do a wing this time. But an open wing. So we've got the wings like so. And then we're going to do an open wing up and across the lid. Here we go. And now you've got it on, it's a little bit scruffy, as you can see. Now what I do is get a little smudgy brush and just smudge it in to the eyeshadow. One, this reduces the black a little bit. And two, blends it in. Something like that. Okay. Obviously you don't have to do this. I just like experimenting and doing something different with my eyeliner. So when you look at me, you think, oh, that's different. And that's what I like. But you don't have to, obviously. You could do the look and done. But I like messing around. Now, do I put the stamp here or here? Do I put the stamp on at all? Got to put something on. It's Valentine's. I think I'll put it on the inner corner. Something different on the inner corner. Well, that didn't work. Let's do the same on this side. didn't work, but I do like it. Sometimes your little cock-ups work out for the best. Where's my little squidgely I had? There it, no. Where you gone? There it is. So I quite like that. I think we're going to work with that and smudge that into the inner corner as a black inner corner in a nice V. Quite like that. Just to make it more green and a bit more inner corner highlight, I'm going to go in with the teal aquine from the Kat Von D and find my little brush. There it is. We're just going to scoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's very powdery. Whee! Coat the brush with this. It's very thick and chunky, this highlight, but it's perfect for covering up mess ups like so. And then just to bring the green back together, I'm going to dip into the green again and just put it underneath the black along the lash line like so. This is a damp brush but not soaked. I've just wiped it on the wipe just to make it slightly damp, so it picks up the green and makes sure it stays there and doesn't throw it all over my under eye. And here is the finished look. A little bit gothy, but this would be my going out on Valentine's Day. And if I wanted a heart, the only place I would probably put the heart, now the inner corner did not work, is just on the cheekbone like so. And that is how I would leave it, especially this side, because when I put my hair up, it's shorter on this side and longer on this side, because as I was twisting it round with the thing, with the bobble, it actually has kept my long bits, lengthy bits there and the shorter bits there, which is quite cute when you've got the little heart. So there is the finished look. This is more Kazzy look, green. This is where I would go out on Valentine's Day. And the first time we went out for a meal, me and Tom, this is similar to what I wore, but I wore mostly black. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video, something a little different using an older palette. And if you have not got this palette, do not worry. Any colours I've used today you could find in other palettes, I am sure, because pinks, purples, greens, they're in most palettes, aren't they? So there you go. Oh, and if you're wondering, this little W7 Love, if you want a little stamp, it should be in any Superdrug store. It could even possibly be in a Boots store. I got it off the W7 site and it came within 2 and a bit days. So it might be a little tricky if you wanted to have it for Valentine's Day. But I'm sure there is other brands I cannot use that are in Superdrug that do also do this, because they're not cruelty free. That's the only reason. But there is other brands that are in Superdrug and everything. A couple of pound. And you can have so much fun with it. So there you go. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye for now.